Hello my fellow researchers, it is a great pleasure to be here with you today to present this article from animal traction to light rail vehicle, public rail transportation in Rio de Janeiro. First of all, I would like to say thanks to the International Journal of Science and Research for this opportunity and to present myself. My name is Murilo Dias, I am the co-author of this article. I got my doctorate in business administration from Rennes School of Business in France, and I co-author with André Teles, which is a lawyer in Brazil, a master in law, is LLM, and a current doctoral student. Therefore, we decided to investigate in a case study which units of analysis is the VLT Carioca, which is the light rail vehicle as we call here in Brazil. First of all, Rio de Janeiro was the former capital of Brazil from 1763 to 1960. After this period, Brasilia is the current capital since then. Well, in our abstract, we say that we investigated the LRV, and it was originally designed to integrate other network models, such as rail and waterways. Of course, bus as well. Today, it interconnects bus, lines, rail, water, metro, and the other bus system called BRT, Bus Rapid Transit, cruise lines, even cable cars, within a city of approximately 7 million people. The powered animal traction system was launched first in the 19th century, precisely in 1859, substituted by steam and late by the electrical vehicles. It was extinct, the former system, the tram network system, was extinct in 1963, and the tramway network was then substituted for bus lines, a disastrous decision for public transportation in Rio de Janeiro. But in 2016, for the Olympics, the newly LRV system began transporting was inaugurated, and the civil works started in 2012 and took approximately 4 years to be delivered. It was there were 3 lines delivered in different times, and the line number 1 was inaugurated in 2016 for the Olympics, and the last line was delivered in December 2018, 1 month after this article being published. Therefore, this single case study presents the story of the tramway system in Rio de Janeiro, as well as featuring the analysis and discussion of network transportation in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. As you can see here in figure 1, the VLT or the LRV system is concentrated in this area. This is a central area in Rio de Janeiro. All right. Here you can see metro, bus lines, metro, train. Here we have the harbor here connecting cruise lines in the seashore here, as you can see. All right. This case, as you can see in research methods and limitations, it is a case study in which VLT Carioca is the main unit of analysis. All right. Well, as you can see here before this, figure 3, the first tram system was powered by animal traction, as you can see here. This is this downtown Rio de Janeiro, all right, and then it moved to electric, first steam, then electric powered trams. This photo is approximately 1950s. All right. Well, the tramway routes, the old ones, it was here. The current VLT network is a fraction today of the 2,250 kilometers of line existing in 1940, carrying 1.5 billion passengers per year, or in 4,200 passenger cars, 50% operated by Canadian companies. All right, about 900 British and Brazilian, all the rest. There were 30,000 employees in these companies at that time. In other words, we had a public transportation based on trams, which was very, very famous in Brazil until 1960. And then one governor, Carlos Lacerda, took a decision at his time. He was considered to be in an avant-garde decision, which proved to be disastrous, because he decided unilaterally to extinguish all trams in Rio de Janeiro. They were revamped, relaunched in 2014. And in this between, only bus lines were built and were expanded in the network. Therefore, on May 21, 1963, the old trams were extinct. Only one line was kept as a pièce de résistance, as a live museum, which is Santa Teresa. Santa Teresa is a hill very close to Rio de Janeiro's downtown, and you can find the last tracks and bondes, which was the last trams, old trams, electrical powered. Well, regarding the new project, as we can see here, the new in figure C6, you can see the lines 1, 2, and 3, right? There was a consortium formed in 2014 to address, as per bidding process, in April 2013, a consortium called VLT Carioca, here in figure 5, as you can see that 5 companies, they integrated the consortium to build the VLT Carioca. Well, line 1 started on June 2016, line 2 connects Praça 15 from Novo Rio Interstate Bus Station, comprising 12 stops. Therefore, the VLT Carioca integrated, losing points in the public transportation in Rio de Janeiro, especially in downtown. Now you can go from Santos Dumont Airport to Rodoviária to Metro through VLT. Let's talk about the trains and about the companies. Alstom, French company, train company Alstom, produced Citadis 402 VLTs from Brazil, from Rio de Janeiro to Rio de Janeiro, in which the 32 compositions, the trams compositions, 5 were built at La Rochelle, France, later shipped to Brazil, and 27 were built in Taubaté, São Paulo state, which is 500 kilometers away from Rio de Janeiro. All right, this is the train, as you can see here in figure 8, Alstom Citadis 402. All right, each tram has 44 meters long. All right, with a passenger capacity of 415 passengers, and an average speed of 15 kilometers and a maximum speed of 50 kilometers per hour. As you can see here in the figure 9, this is the final point. Here is the Santos Dumont Airport. I took this picture in a sunny day here to show you how the power supply system, how it is. Well, the Citadis 402 is one of the most modern trams existing in the entire world. It does not use airline network, supply network. It is everything is the electrical power supply is based on tracking systems and capacitors. All right, the APS, called APS system from Alstom. Here, I present you in table 1 a comparison between Metro and the VLT Carioca. All right. Well, VLT Carioca has a passenger capacity of 70,000 passengers per day, while Metro Rio, the subway, our subway, has a capacity of 850,000 passengers transported per day in 32 compositions. Well, one interesting thing is about the standard, the gauge. Well, as a French company, they don't produce anything, no trains, with gauge different from the standard one, which is 1432 millimeters. But Metro was built by an Irish company, which has a gauge of 1600 millimeters. All right. The number of trains in VLT Carioca is 32, and 180 by the Metro, the subway. The line extension, as you can see, is almost 4 times more extensive than in Metro than the VLT Carioca, and the speed is about 15 kilometers per hour, and Metro Carioca is Metro subway is about 80 kilometers per hour. All right. As we can see here, VLT Carioca integrates Metro with bus lines, with cruise lines, and with other railway system. It is important to say that to you that Rio de Janeiro now is well served. And a curiosity here about VLT Carioca is this. The total cost was at the time 1.2 billion reais, approximately $400 million, VLT Carioca to be built. By the same time, Maracanã Stadium, football stadium, the famous Maracanã Stadium, was built by 1.2 billion reais, the same price, and now the stadium capacity was reduced from 200,000 people to 70,000 people per day, the same capacity of VLT Carioca. All right. Well, that's it. We discussed how important the new tram system is to Rio de Janeiro public transportation, and from bondes to LRVs there are roughly 100 years of evolution. Yeah, within this period the traffic enlarged more than 100 times, Rio population more than 20 times. Today we have approximately 7 million people living in Rio de Janeiro. Nevertheless, the VLT proved to be the right choice to passenger transportation in Rio de Janeiro. This is our conclusion, as complementary one integrated to other models of public transportation. The tramway system actually reduced the number of private vehicles in streets in downtown Rio de Janeiro, as well, and reducing the pollution. Connects properly train hubs, subway and waterways, and proved to be a reasonable alternative to the former bus dependence, and therefore optimized the public transportation system. Of course, the trains are much more silentful than the buses. Finally, after 100 years of changes in the public transportation in Rio, the objective of collectivization of human mobility has been achieved. It also preserved the historic landscape from Rio de Janeiro, from the city of Rio de Janeiro. Well, I would like to say thank you to you all for your consideration in accepting this paper for publication in this journal. which was a great, we are very honored to participate in this video conference. So therefore, I would like to express our thanks to the International Journal of Science and Research for this opportunity. In my name, Professor Murilo Dias and Professor André Corrêa Teles. Thank you for your assistance. Thank you for everything, and see you on next videos.